I thank the gentleman from Pennsylvania for yielding the time to me, and I yield myself as much time as I may consume.
Gentlelady is recognized.
Madam Speaker, I rise in opposition to this legislation to fund the Select Investigative Panel, the panel that we call the Select Panel to Attack Women's Health. And it really shouldn't come as any surprise that one of the very first things that the Republicans have done coming back now to Washington is to approve additional funding for this select so-called investigative panel, doubling its budget and putting it on track to spend nearly $1.6 million taxpayer dollars by the end of this year. This investigation is essentially built on a pack of lies that are perpetrated by anti-abortion extremists, and it has never been and has no chance of becoming a fact-based investigation. The panel Republicans have continually relied, even today, on doctored videotape, the videotape so-called evidence, even though that evidence and those videotapes have been discredited already by 3 House committees, 13 states, and a Texas grand jury. Throughout this investigation, Republicans have abused congressional authority, issuing 42 unilateral subpoenas in violation of House rules, demanding that clinics and universities name names of their doctors, students, and staff, and releasing some of these names knowing that doing so puts lives in danger, a truly McCarthy-esque attack on individuals. They have compared researchers to Nazi war criminals and echoed the words of anti-abortion activists that were also used by a gunman who shot 12 people, killing 3 at a Planned Parenthood clinic in Colorado Springs. Despite Republicans' failure to find any evidence of wrongdoing, they continue to make inflammatory, grotesque allegations to justify the panel's existence, and by their words and actions have put life-saving research and women's health care at risk. The panel has already had a chilling effect on research, drying up the supply of needed tissue for research on multiple sclerosis and threatening research on other diseases from A to Z, Alzheimer's to Zika. Fetal tissue research has historically had broad bipartisan support. It is the basis for key vaccines that have saved literally millions and millions of lives, including the polio vaccine. That is why over 60 of our nation's leading medical institutions released an open letter in support of scientific research using fetal tissue. We cannot afford to let a set of reckless and irresponsible claims stop this vital medical research. This panel and its investigation are a disgrace to this House of Representatives. We need to end this dangerous and unjustified witch hunt, and instead of providing more funding for this divisive and dangerous inquisition, Congress should shut down this panel and put an end to its shameful proceedings.